Hello guys, CBA here. Today I'm going to show you how to edit a photo in Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. So for editing this photo, first what I like to do is I like to see how my eyes saw. So for that I'll go to lens correction and I'll enable profile correction and remove chromatic aberration. So lens correction is done, and after that what I like to do is I like to straighten the photo. For that I go to this crop tool or crop overlay, and I like to fix the angle of the photo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the straighten tool and I'll make a straight line according to the shapes. So there the photo has been now straightened. So this is how my eyes saw the photo. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the basic panel, and after that what I'll do is I will decrease the highlights to -100 and increase the shadows to 100. What this does is this highlights is the bright areas of your photo. By decreasing the highlights to -100, it decreases all the bright areas of the photo, so the bright areas or overexposed areas does not hurt your eye when you see the photo. And shadows means the areas that are dark. So what shadows does is by increasing the shadow we add a little light on the shadowed area so that it we can see the photo better. So there's highlights and shadows. The highlights has softened the sky, and the shadows has increased light in the river side because it was a little dark. After that we'll fix the whites. For fixing the white, what we're going to do is we're going to press the alt key and then you will increase the whites until there are some burn. Look at these areas, the colorful areas means that those areas got burned, those areas got really burned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the whites until there are some burned areas are shown. So here 76, I like to keep the whites there. Uh, it hasn't lost any detail, as we can see. And after that we're going to decrease the blacks. I like to make the blacks a little lose the shadows because it looks kinda nice. So as you can see, this is after fixing the whites and the blacks. Now if we want to see how the photo was before and how the photo is now, we can check that by pressing the Y key. So this is this if we hit Y again, then it will be back. So after that what we're going to do is we're going to decrease the clarity a little, just a tiny bit. What clarity does is it softens the photo. If we decrease the clarity, it will remove any kind of if you miss the focus of your photo just a little bit, then you can decrease the clarity a little bit to so that your missed focus area will not be visible that much. And after that you will go to the vibrance. What vibrance does is it's only increases the colors of the colored area, like this red, this green, and areas like this, but it does not affect the whole image. If we increase it, as you can see that it does that. But if what saturation does is it saturates all the colors, but by increasing it you can see that it by putting in my +100 all the photo colors are increased a lot. And if we press the saturation to 0, the photo becomes black. If we decrease the saturation to -100, then the photo becomes black and white. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to mess with saturation, we'll keep the saturation as it is. So that was the basic panel. So after that, what we're going to do is, we're going to, as you can see, this network towers, these towers here, I don't want them in my photo, so I want to remove that. For that, we're going to select the spot removal tool, and after that I'll increase the brush size a little bit by moving the middle point of my mouse, and I'm going to paint it so that it will find that an area to match, and it will adjust it accordingly. And I want to remove this one also. So, and when I'm done, I'll press done. As you can see, those towers are gone. You can remove anything with this tool. For example, if you want to remove this ship, then you again select the spot removal tool, and you are going to just paint on it and select the area it suits better, and then I missed a spot. Okay, so I think so, and so that has done it accordingly. So I have as you can see, I have removed the shape, and it is not that much of a visible. But if you want now, if you want to get your shape back, what you're going to do is, you're going to click on the spot removal tool again, and you are going to select the spot you removed by clicking on this tiny icon, and what you are going to delete it. So by deleting it, you're going to get your shape back. So as you can see, I have got my shape back that way. So that's the spot removal tool. So after that, what I like to do is, I'm going to add a graduated filter. So, and I'm going to make a, there are a lot of effects, but I'm going to click on the click on, by if I double click on the effect, then all the sliders will get 0. So after that, I will add the graduated filter. If I pull it like this, then it becomes if we want to put the graduated filter in straight, then what we're going to do is, we're going to click shift on keyboard and click on the mouse, right click on the mouse and pull it down. That way it will be straight. And what we're going to do is, I want to get some details on the sky. For that, I want to decrease the temperature just a little bit, and I'll decrease the contrast so that the sky is a little bit underlined, and then I think I'll put the hair so that it only falls on the sky. And I'll increase the exposure just a tiny bit, and I'll increase the contrast of the skies, and remove the highlights, and I'll remove the shadows because I don't want it too bright. I think I have as you can see, I have destroyed the image here at this point by a tiny bit. But whatever mistake you do, you can just always get to your previous section by just clicking on edit and undo. And as you can see, it has been undone, and I'll do undo, go again, and I'll go undo, and I'll go undo and do. Okay, so now it looks better. So what is this graduated filter? What does it do? What does it do? What it does is, whatever settings you make, it will apply on the upper side, and then the effect will be lower on the downsides. So that's what is graduated filter does. I will just make the exposure just a tiny bit less, and that will be all from the graduated filter I'm going to put on this image. After that, what I want to do is I want to do this sky by making a brush. So this is the brush tool. I'm going to brush it. So if I want to see how the brush where my I have painted, what I do is I'll click on the O. By I can change the it's white so I can see, but I can change the color by pressing shift O. As you can see, now it's black, now it's red, now it's green. So green suits better, so I'll choose green, and I will paint here. So after that, I will press 0 to see the actual image, and I will now adjust the brushes, and I'll increase the contrast, and let's see what can be done. So that's pretty much it. But why now here's one thing why I didn't apply the graduated filter, because it was affecting the whole image. But if I use the brush tool, it will only apply the settings I have done on the areas that I have been brushed on this image. If I select this brush and click O, and I can see that I have brushed only the green area, so the settings I have made here, it will only affect on the green area. So that's that, and I'll hit done after that. So as you can see, the photo pretty much done. Then what I like to do is I'll go on effects, and I will add a little bit of style. I'll add a little bit black effect on the sides. So there's that. So this is the photo, and we have tone curve, HSL, splot, split toning, detail. I'm not there is this tone curve is really interesting. I'm going to show. I will make another tutorial just showing you this, what this tone curve does. So for this tutorial, this is the that's it. If I hit Y, and you can see this was the photo before, and this was the photo after. So I hope you like this video. I hope you have learned something from this tutorial. Kindly subscribe to support me. Thank you.